Hey, what's good, guys? Agamatsu here. Today I'm going to be doing I guess a two-parter video. The first part is just going to be changes that I think every Rogue Lineage player wouldn't mind seeing, well, at least most of them. So first one is a pretty simple one, is like just metal arm not showing in the Madrazin shift. I think it's like a fair change to add. I mean, you're changing your whole body completely. It just doesn't make sense why the metal arm can't be shifted as well. Maybe one could make an argument that like the metal arm isn't a part of your body and that it's your fault for losing it. But I mean, at this point, they might as well just add it in just to the fact that, like, you know, Madrazin could use at least, you know, a little nice little visual buff at least. Make its claw or make its like thing work completely, not just like leave the arm out and make it seem very obvious. Next one is, I guess, like a rework on how Necro Bounds work. So I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, put a cap on it, or like, you know, decrease the health of the class, or just overall nerf the class in general. I think the best way is to just add like a cooldown, so you can't like spam the Necro Bounds. I saw a suggestion, actually popular suggestions suggest like 10 to 20 seconds. I think that works pretty well. Like 10 seconds, just pop one down. You gotta wait another 10 seconds to pop one down, or maybe 5 seconds if that's too much. But yeah, just like something so you don't get like gated to snail and the guy starts spamming streakers and it's just a free one for him. I think that's really stupid and it should be removed. Just a side note, by the way, all these like on the list, I guess I'll try asking Raguzer and Arc about. Mostly Raguzer if I have time to, but I'll see what Arc Mage is as well. So Cameo should get back alive every 15 consecutive minutes out of combat. I read this one up in popular suggestions. I think this one is a pretty cool idea because at the moment, I'm pretty sure most people in Gaia, if they have a Cameo, they just kind of wait in their friends' safe servers and like wait like 6-7 hours, however long it takes for them to get full lives back, which, I mean, whatever, but like I'm just saying it would just be a lot more simpler if it was very short, instead of, you know, I go in a gank, now I have to wait 6 hours in my friend's private server, locked safe server. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, might as well just speed up the time, because not a lot of people use Cameo. We might as well make it more accessible. I talked about this in another video as well, but, you know, giving Cameos battery so they don't like wipe in their first gank, you know what I mean? Like, if they get outnumbered. Just a little suggestion as well, but I think everybody would love to see that. A Frostbite Potion for Gaia. Now, this is kind of new content-ish, and I'm going to be making a second video again on as to why like new content is kind of but Frostbite Potion, I think that'd be really cool, because I think the only people who would complain about it are people who have fair frozens, but like still, like, I think it'd be really nice if there was a Frostbite Potion. I guess it would technically buff Construct, because, you know, they can just keep popping that, but they don't have to make it like give that much toxicity. Just something really nice to quickly fix up your toxicity. I mean, your Frostbite, and then call it a day. Another thing I see a lot is like making the private server walls and floors thicker. It is pretty annoying, like being an Abyss Walker and trying to fight on like the, you know, one of the ledges that the stairs lead up to, and you just fall through the floor, so you can only fight in the middle. I think that'd be pretty nice. Or like getting in general like stuck in the floor. That's really annoying. Or just like reworking like how it looks in general. But again, this is kind of like, this is asking a lot from them, I guess, but hopefully I think it would be added one day. Rebalance the races. I think when it comes to rebalancing races, you should buff instead of nerf. Of course, a lot of people want to see things like Construct nerfed. That's understandable, but I think if we also like do a lot more buffing instead of nerfing, then it would make everybody happy. For example, buffing Reagan, Castellan, Scroom. I don't know anybody who actually takes those races seriously, unless you have a specific build. But still, like, even then, like Scroom, Castellan, like, who uses those for real? Maybe I might see like a Vind if they have like Snap Snarf day 173, sure, go off, but like most people are just going to be using the meta. So instead, let's just buff these these races, so that they can be at least somewhat usable. Anyway, next topic, because I already made a video on that, I think is finally maybe adding like a chaotic sigil helm, or like making a chaotic bucket helm or something like that. Just something that, you know, you don't have to go orderly every time to do something. But again, this is kind of delving into the new territory. I mean, like new content territory, which again, in my second video, I'll explain why it's most likely not going to happen. But I think everybody would love to see this in Gaia as well. A lot of people also just suggested things like, you know, adding the ability to get Merc Carrying K, just like some basic things that you need so you don't have to do it in Gaia. I mean, that stuff could be added too, just like quality of life things, like why should I have to go orderly in my chaotic progression. But again, I will be making a second video on why like that stuff won't likely be added. But anyway, guys, that's just a quick, I guess, a quick video on, I think, things everybody would love to see, besides a few that wouldn't want it for various reasons. But yeah, that's all, guys. Hope you have a good day. Peace.